State Theater in St. Pete. I'm here with Aaron from Intervals. How you doing?
Good, you?
Pretty good. You guys are about 3.5 weeks into the tour. Like, how's it been treating you so far?
It's good. It's probably the first more extensive U.S. run we've done.
All right.
It's been good. Fun run. We've been out with Protest since January 4th. We just did like 30 shows in Europe as well, and then came to do this one. It's great.
And A Voice Within has been out for about 3 weeks now. Like, how's the overall reception for it been?
It's been good. I think it may have exceeded our expectations, I think. Yeah, it's good. The release went really well, and the reception's been awesome. People have been super supportive. It's been selling well, and yeah, it's been great.
All right, you guys originating as an instrumental band, like, how was the transition going from writing instrumental music to incorporating a vocalist?
Sure. Didn't really change a whole lot on our end. We still approach the tunes the same way. The voice is an instrument as well. So that's it. Exactly. It's just another dimension or layer, however you want to look at it. It's still a vehicle for melody regardless. So we didn't really do a whole lot different apart from, maybe I might have left a little bit of room in some places where maybe I would have colored that in previously. Yeah. But no, the approach has been relatively similar. So yeah, not a whole lot on our end, just, doing whatever felt natural, Yeah.
Can you talk about the lyrical themes to the album?
Mike and I kind of kicked some different stuff around. The goal, I guess, in the grand scheme of things is to just be uplifting, positive.
Yeah.
The overall message, I guess, conveyed through the record is like one of sort of self-discovery, self-awareness, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
There's it's fairly interpretive as well, which we like to make sure we leave things open-ended for people to think what they want about the music. Before there was lyric, that's how it was,
Yeah.
And even with lyric, I think it's about listening for art in general, listening to something and making what you make of it yourself. So
All right, my personal favorite song on the album was Self-Surrendered. Like, what was the inspiration behind the orchestral piece behind it?
Oh yeah. The end of that song ended up turning out like really like cinematic and kind of super epic and drawn out and stuff. So we were kind of compelled to like explore that. And another like something from a production standpoint that we kind of like set our sights on was not using like digital instruments as much as possible, trying to like source everything organically if we could. So we found this really rad quartet that's run by this guy Randy, and he's in Salt Lake City. I don't know exactly where, but they hit us up. They saw a post that we were like looking for some live strings. Yeah. And they've worked with Architects and Devin Townsend and Periphery and stuff like that, and they're great. They absolutely killed it. So Lucas and I kind of went through and composed some stuff, and Lucas kind of produced the strings, and they went ahead and they did that, and it turned out wicked.
I'm pretty sure they did Deconstruction. But
oh yeah, I'm pretty sure they did. Actually, Randy came to see us in Salt Lake City just recently. Yeah, it was good to meet him. They're awesome. Super awesome work for like in such a short amount of time. I was blown away. They're great.
So you guys think you'd ever try to do a live tour with all that?
Oh wow, Metallica style or something?
Well, it doesn't have to be a full-blown symphony, but
the thing is like it's not like a staple of the music.
Yeah.
We feature it, for kind of one moment. So it may not be the most practical thing now, but like who knows? I don't know if the band decided that strings were going to be a staple. Who knows?
Add a violin player for the next album.
Oh, dude, I love fiddle or like violin. That would be super sick. But no, at the moment it was just kind of like an added kind of texture for that particular song. So.
All right, what's the best concert you've ever attended that you didn't play?
Oh man, it's a crazy question. Been to lots of shows that have kind of left a mark on me. Craziest concert that I ever attended.
Or if you've got a couple.
Yeah, I'm a huge Strung Out fan. I don't know if you. Oh hell yeah! Cool, awesome. I like some kids aren't aware of Strung Out.
One of my favorite punk bands.
They were one of the bands that transitioned my love for punk in high school to metal because they were that band that kind of bridged the two.
Yeah.
I saw them like right before my first day in 9th grade. And that show left a huge mark on me. I saw Thrice's Farewell tour, and also a huge deal for me. Like Thrice are a major influence. Those are some memorable shows. I'm sure there's others. They're just kind of not coming to mind at the moment. Any Snarky Puppy show I've ever been to. I don't know if you know those guys. I'm a huge, obviously I like instrumental music, so every time I see them, they blow me away. I usually walk away from that show going, what did I just see, you know? Stuff like that.
But you being the big instrumental fan, you a fan of Pelican?
You know, I'm not as familiar as I probably should be. I keep hearing about this band a lot.
You should check out Terrestrials.
Terrestrials. Yeah. Pelican. Okay.
All right. What are some of your favorite music releases from the past year, or anything that you're looking forward to coming out?
Also hard to pinpoint. For the past year, I'll just go with immediate like Friends and people we've toured with because that'll be easier. The Singularity or Singularity by Northland. Were great. We love those guys. Fantastic record. Justin Timberlake because we love that shit. He's in hell yeah. For the last year, what else has come out that I would have?
I think all 5 bands on this tour released an album.
Obviously, Protest the Hero. Yeah, I don't know why that's escaping me at the moment. I got to work on Volition a little bit as well myself. Fantastic.
But yeah, Battlecross came out with War Wheel. I know Night Versus just put out a new album.
Yeah, that's right. It's
Safety
great.
Fire put out one.
Yeah,
not too long.
Metal Swords. Yeah, also fantastic. We've been listening to, as of late, New Architects is great.
Yeah.
New Animals just came out, and I think they did a fantastic job on it.
I heard a couple songs.
I'm really happy with it. I think they did. They achieved what they've been trying to do all along. I think finally.
I honestly wasn't a big fan of it.
I loved it. I thought it was. It was different in terms of its.
It wasn't bad by any means.
No, sure, it's different. It wasn't the self-titled. That's for sure. But I feel like the new one is the perfect blend of what they've been known for and where they're headed. It's amazing. It's really good.
All right, I'll definitely have to check it out. But,
you should.
After the Burial, maybe?
Dude, I should probably get in touch with that record. Yeah. I don't know. I just haven't had a moment.
Wolves Within? Yeah.
I haven't had a moment to do it.
It's pretty good.
I'm definitely missing other stuff. I don't know. Well, it technically wasn't this year, but Intrinsic by The Contortionist.
Yeah.
Fantastic. That's 2013 release. But
I don't know if you're familiar with him, but my number 1 album of 2013 was Gorguts' new album, Colored Sands.
No.
You being Canadian and all?
No, I know they're Canadian, but no.
We have a couple other Canadian bands, Kin Mode and Ancients, put out a new album. I don't know if
that's right. Both nominated for Juno, actually, alongside
Protest and Gorguts.
That's right. Yeah. I'll have to do my homework.
Sorry. What's the one band you've never toured with that you wish you could tour with or before?
We have lots of them. Circus Survive. Thrice.
Hopefully.
I'm choosing bands that may or may not exist. Another one would be the Mars Volta.
Bands that aren't around anymore?
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm
at
with that.
Sucks.
There's still hope for At the Drive-In.
At the Drive-In.
Yeah. I don't know. Killswitch. Protest was a huge deal for us. Between the Buried and Me would be fantastic. Our friends at the Kid Group just did a tour.
Yeah.
I don't know. Lots of we also have we'd love to play with bands that just aren't metal as well. I'd love to do a tour with a band like Snarky Puppy. I'd love to do a tour with just to be lofty, like Imogen Heap or something like that, something really strange, in terms of genre comparison. I think outside the box bills are the best. I think you get the most bang for your buck. And we just like music. We're not really trying to be pigeonholed as a metal band.
It's always better to be diverse. But...
Absolutely.
All right. After this tour is finished, what's next for Intervals?
It's a good question. We've got a couple things on our radar. We're going to take a little bit of time after this tour. We've been on the road since January 4th. So going to just rest up for a minute. And I think we have this talk of maybe us headlining some shows in East Coast USA or Southern Ontario, Quebec area. There's also some stuff in the works that just isn't firm at the moment, but it's going to be tour nonstop. I mean, we're trying to support this record really hard, so we're going to be on the road for the next year and then some. So.
All right. Well, thanks for taking the time to talk to us.
No worries, man. My pleasure, dude. Thank you. It's good to meet you.
Is there any last thing you'd like to tell any fans or supporters of Intervals?
Would just be, thank you for all your support. The band, intentionally went ahead with a self-release for our debut record, and you guys are the reason we're here. So I can't say much more than that. You guys are awesome. You always have been, and keep it up.
All right, this is Brian from Rise Above the Anchor here at the State Theater in St. Pete. Make sure to check out A Voice Within. Their new record came out about 3 weeks ago. It's really good. And thanks for watching.
Sweet. Thanks, dude. Cheers.